Hello everyone. Yes, today we are going to discuss very briefly and very quickly one of the most important management aspect of more relevant in view of the dynamics of the modern world. This is basically an HR issue, but it is relevant for I think all contractual relations. Retention versus attrition or retrenchment. Traditionally, we have all the while held a view that an employee who stays longer is loyal, gives more production, and more reliable. So, most of the employees, or in fact all the employees, if they are working in a company, in a firm for a very long time, it means the company is good and the employees are also capable. Maybe that was the view. Now, in the new dimension, is this correct? It is true that a long-term employee could be loyal. I say could be loyal. But then there are many negative points on that. First, if he stays too long, he becomes complacent. Though he knows nitty-gritty of an operation, there is a chance that he can misuse his knowledge. Then these very senior employees become dull. They have an aptitude that it is okay. I am here and it's like that only. And this is the company, this is the operation, this is the format, and we go like that only. There is no drive to do new things. There is no further development for the new production line, new thoughts. Then some of them could be so strong that they may even overrule their bosses or they may ignore them. Right or wrong, the boss is boss. You are not the boss. You are supposed to do what you are being assigned. But it does happen that a long-term employees are, some of them are very strong and they try to overrule their groups, the juniors, even though they may have less capacity. But just by being senior, they try to impose themselves. Then they become costly because since they are there, they have been given more and more funds, more and more salary, bonuses and all that. They may influence on the bosses to give employment to their relatives. They may develop unscrupulous or unhealthy relations with the contractors outside the company. And these are some of the negative fallouts of so-called long-term service. As far as the employee side is concerned, yeah, it is safe, but then working in the same conditions, same company, with the same group, even the employee's personal chance of development becomes very limited. You cannot grow beyond a point. Ultimately, in a company where most of the people are retained for a very long time, I mean, there is a limitation of growth. That is for sure, I think. So for employee himself or herself, this is an issue that he or she cannot grow beyond a point, cannot understand the outside world to the extent it is necessary. So on the other side, now let us see whether a retrenchment or short term, medium term employment is better. Now, considering the dynamics of the modern world, it is so fast developing that it may be a better idea that employees remain in a company or in a contractual relations in a firm for a certain period of time, and then they themselves walk away or the company makes them to leave. Financially, the company will have less burden on the salary and compensation part, and then the new blood, the new employee or whoever the worker will bring fresh ideas, new knowledge, the updation of the world, of the techniques, which you cannot have in the existing employment. The world is so dynamic now, so fast, competitive, innovative, that you need to have a constant upgradation, constant knowledge, new knowledge. And that can be brought only and only by the fresh wave of employment. I agree that this may not be socially sound that good an idea, but an overall good could be established, because then what happens that the employee himself or herself will also go to the other company, which will be very readily accept them, because even they also want somebody new and fresh, and they will go with higher compensations, right? So, and fresh environment, new ideas, new company, you never get stale. So, what is the period is a question mark, but probably 4-5 years benchmark timeline would be good enough for an employment. You can have a balance where you can have a regular policy of creating an atmosphere that either you retrench or make the employees to leave, maybe even with some good compensation. You may create a policy that if you leave, you will get an X amount. So it's a good idea. So maybe 4-5 years, the whole or maybe 2/3, depends on the type of business you are in, the workforce should go. There should be a regular cycle, no long-term loyal, because loyalty is given. I mean, it's by default. You have to be loyal. When you are working, you should be loyal. What is great about it? It's not a choice. You have to get committed. You have to give results. That's why you are here. So there is no point, and this could be probably a good way out for an overall development of any organization in the new world. And socially, I think everybody will be happy. It's only that you move fast, then it will create more employment opportunities also. Because the quicker the world, new developments, new ideas will bring more employment, and the whole society will move faster. The production lines will go higher. And no much emotions. In any case, in employment, there is hardly a question of emotions. But in new world, only those who